G'day everybody, my name's Katy McCallum and I come from Kilkevin, which is a beautiful little country town about an hour and a half northwest of the Sunshine Coast up there in Queensland. I left home at 1:30 this morning with my buddy here, Jim Wilmot, so that we could get down here today because we wanted you to hear what we have to say about what the Queensland government and government-owned corporations are doing to the people in our communities. So I come from a different background to most. I was a copper up there in Queensland for over 16 years. And I joined the police because I had a deep-seated need to go out and protect people and to protect their property and maintain peace and order so that we could all live beautiful, lovely lives, which is what we were put on this earth to do. And I left the police a couple of years ago and I went out to live in Kilkevin where I bought the local shop. And in December of 2022, some of the locals came in early in the morning in tears to tell me that they had just learnt that we were about to have a 500 kV transmission line destined to go through our Greenfield district without our permission, pretty much. People need to understand that lives are being affected right now by the decisions that are being made by bureaucrats and government departments who don't even bother to step outside into these communities to see what's happening. One of the meetings that we held up in Kilkevin in the hall, the link bureaucrats turned up and they sat there and they looked at one of our beloved locals who was in a wheelchair with an oxygen tank attached because she was about to pass away. She was in the last legs of her battle of cancer. And she begged them for an answer as to whether or not her daughter would be okay once she was gone soon because the corridor for the power lines was destined to go across their land. She died not long after that, and she left this earth not knowing what was going to happen. And those people stood up there in front of her and they could not give her an answer and they did not care. That is what is going on in the places like where I live. We need to get the human toll of these stories out to people. I need every single one of you to go home tonight and I need you to tell your family and your friends, everybody, what's going on in these places. I'm not a scientist, but I can tell you that the thousands of acres of solar panels that are outside my town right now, well, what they did was they obliterated stunning cattle properties full of giant gum trees and they filled it with black glass. There's no wildlife there anymore. There used to be. And they want to put thousands more acres of that in there now. And it's all owned by China, by the Beijing Energy Company. You need to tell these stories to people down here because people in the city tend to think that we're NIMBYs. We're not NIMBYs. We are the people who are producing the food and the fibre and the minerals that everybody in all the cities of Australia needs so that you can survive. And we do it willingly. We do it with love because we love Australia and we love Australians. And we need everybody else to understand we need your love too. So please spread that message for us. It's all I beg of you to do, please. Thank you.
Thanks, Katy.